Hello Capricorn, Capricorn Rising and Capricorn Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 12th, 2017. And a quick announcement for everybody. I actually have some great news for everybody who has been asking, Nico, when are you going to have classes that are available for home study when it comes to the tarot? And it's actually happening. I've been working on getting ready to debut the Tarot Home Study series, and it's coming out July 1st. And basically I've taken all the curriculum for my tarot classes that I've been teaching over the last couple of years, all the supplemental documents, and I'm working on getting over 3 hours of content up for you if you want to learn tarot at home on your own time at your own pace. I've got a pre-order special going on right now, so people who go into my website and pre-order will actually get a discount on the download itself, on the home study series itself. So if you want to go pre-order it, you will actually get yours at a discount. You'll get the voucher and come back and claim it after it goes up on July 1st. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that. And again, you can do so at my website, integrativemysticism.com, same place you go for a session with me. So what is going on with your astrology this week? This week's kind of interesting. On Tuesday, we've got Mercury, the planet of communications, haste, and speed, in your 6th house of work, reputation, and your schedule, forming a tense square to Neptune, currently in your 3rd house of communications, pacts, and promises. And I want you to be careful around this square, because Neptune tends to make things very mysterious, you know, and taking a hard angle or taking a firm position on any kind of situation with Neptune is ill-advised. And you may be getting some kind of information regarding what somebody is doing with a promise, an agreement, or even a contract you have signed with them. This could be a situation where a person is, you know, maybe stretching the limits of what that boundary is, or perhaps not fulfilling their end of the bargain at this point in time, or perhaps you may even hear word that this person may be thinking about changing the deal or walking away from the deal. Now, that doesn't mean that they're actually going to do it, but don't go off half-cocked just because you got that information. You may be clearing up a misconception on their part as well. On Wednesday, we've got the Sun in this area, the 6th house, forming an opposition to Saturn, currently retrograde in your 12th house, your past, your privacy, your hidden zone. Remember, Saturn's currently retrograde here. And whenever the Sun is opposed to Saturn retrograde, we tend to see something working in your favor by getting rid of an old burden or an old block. And in this case, this may have been a monkey on your back for quite some time. The 12th house can go back months, even years. And when we have the Sun opposite the 12th house, usually this is something that has been, you know, a recurring issue as it impacts either our finances, our relationships with our family, or even old outstanding issues with friends and partners. And something is going to shift in this area, whether it's getting, you know, we're finally solving this issue, finally getting closure on this issue, or that other person is finally letting go of the issue. Either way, it's a burden and and a roadblock gone. So what is going on with your cards then this week, Capricorn? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Atheling. The Atheling talks all about nobility and gratitude, but you know, we can also talk about how we express gratitude well, and how we accept assistance well. Where have you been letting too much of the maybe independent, proud, resourceful, and responsible Capricorn energy maybe alienate you a little bit? You know, because the Atheling card can talk about maybe turning down too many gifts as a sign of no gratitude. Okay, whether they're gifts from others, gifts from the universe, you know, it's kind of like dating, you know, eventually a person's just going to stop calling if they keep getting hung up on. And you got to pay attention, Capricorn. Where have we maybe been too picky? Or maybe are we kind of doing a bit too much of a lone wolf kind of attitude? Because the Atheling card can say, pay attention to where the rejection or the no thank yous are starting to turn into, you know, I guess you could say a self-sabotage. Because again, sometimes that's not a sign of gratitude. Sometimes the sign of gratitude is to allow the goodness to come into your space and not leave it all up to yourself and your little bubble. It's a tough, lovey kind of card, but again, you're a Capricorn, and I know you can handle it, so I'm not too worried about that. But sometimes the ethylene card can talk about, you know, when we say that we have opportunities, we have these opportunities for shifts and changes, but if we're hooked on things going a certain way, watch out for that tunnel vision. Okay, watch out for that tunnel vision, because what could be going on is that we're so hung up on having a certain outcome be precise. Is our intention for that pure? Check it out. Check in with yourself, I mean. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and your finances, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. This card could be very interesting to deal with because the Queen of Wands reversed can often indicate somebody who is, again, letting their personal agenda, their personal journey, their personal whatever, compromise everything to do with a collaboration that you are working on, an office you're working in, or a business venture you are trying to get off the ground. Sometimes this happens in life. You know, some people go on these crazy crusades, I don't understand, where it's like all of a sudden they're cross-contaminating their intentions. This business thing is part of my healing journey, and this relationship is part of me learning to love myself. And it's like, you can't cross-contaminate those things. You can't objectify everyone in those situations. But the problem is she kind of is. And this may be a situation where a client or a customer, or possibly even somebody you work with, is making everything way more personal and way more, you know, emotional than it really needs to be effective. And the Queen of Wands reverse can indicate a situation where we could still actually have a lot of opportunity for financial success, you know, and prosperity this week. But we have to be careful about a person who is kind of making it all about their own hellish crusade. And normally with the Queen of Wands reversed, we got to pay attention because, again, there's a high maintenance kind of energy there. If this is somebody volunteering to assist you, to champion you, to stick up for you, to do something for you, it might not be for you. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Seven of Pentacles upright. And there may be news of something that you've been waiting on to mature, or an opportunity to ripen, that is actually going to, well, be on its way here fairly soon. If you've been expecting something to kind of finish its negotiations, or again, finish its maturation process, or maybe there's a deadline that we're waiting to pass, or, you know, maybe there's some kind of season that needs to come and go. The Seven of Pentacles upright is saying you'll be receiving some kind of correspondence this week that says, hey, guess what? We finally got X, Y, and Z cleared. You know, this could be great news for a lot of you who've been waiting on this for a long time, especially if it involves a lot of paper pushing, or if you've been expecting something, you know, a motion that you've put forward in some kind of way to get accepted. We finally have, with the Seven of Pentacles, it getting the attention it deserves and being pushed forward. So, you know, something that's been kind of up on the line, hung out, you know, and just waiting on the shelf for so long is finally ready to come down and be handled. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Knight of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed. And with the King of Wands reversed, I would honestly say it's important to pay attention this week, Capricorn, to where there may be somebody who decides that they can't go through with a promise that they have made to you. Alright, now this doesn't have to be, again, a deal breaker or anything along those lines in a serious relationship. Sometimes the King of Wands reverse can indicate somebody who tends to deal in a lot of impressionistic, you know, sort of shallow vows, shallow promises, and, you know, empty things like that. And you may already know who this is. Usually with the King of Wands reverse, we get a lot of lip service. We get somebody who's very hyped. They're kind of more of a hype man than an action man. And with the King of Wands reversed, this could have been somebody who's been trying to sell you on something that you know isn't going to come to pass, but you may have taken a chance on him in good faith. The King of Wands reversed is indicating there is, you know, again, there could be a flaking out going on this week. If you are already aware of who it is, I would get ready to replace them. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Nine of Pentacles upright. Well, we know none of these people have any problems in your love life, because your love life is going to go fabulously. You know, because the Nine of Pentacles always indicates some kind of early success, some kind of early payoff, or enjoying early rewards. Now this could be something that comes to you and a partner, or you and a crush, especially if you've both been putting in a lot of effort towards some kind of joint dream, joint venture, or perhaps, you know, joint goal or bucket list item. There could even be good news coming from a partner about some kind of financial gain that they are going to be having. If you've been rooting for your partner to try and get a job, if you've both been looking for a better living situation, if your partner's been trying to find a way to get some kind of big deal squared away for the both of you, the Nine of Pentacles says they will be coming with that information and that good news this week. For those of you that are single and looking, however, the Nine of Pentacles upright does indicate that while we will have some good luck in love this week, it's important to pay attention to where we may not be able to act on this opportunity right away. So take your time. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it, Capricorn. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.